History is something we should learn from, but when history is in conflict with the consumer, with profit, with the pursuit of happiness, we seem to go blind. So if we look at time and the influence throughout time of dictatorships, we will notice a fascinating thing, that the dictatorships has been the times where humanity for moments have reached a higher level of living, where points were proven. The very moment humanity gave in to the other dictator, which is the freedom dictator of the ego, then problems ensue. So a new form of dictatorship is necessary in the world. One that is not based on the father as being the head of the family, one that is not based on the political leader as the dictator, one that is not based on God being the dictator, one that is not based on any form of individualized dictatorship. It is a dictatorship that is based on a mathematical equation that always results in the answer through accumulation of that which is best for all living things on earth. That is dictating the terms of living on earth. We have reached the ultimate dictatorship, and one requires no longer to be in debate about anything as to its value, because the value is dictated as the value of life, and accordingly everything that exists moves according to the parameters of what is best for all, and all as part of all. So individually the rights of each person is at the highest level it can ever be, as is the rights of all living things that are without a say on earth. Everything considered, and the human the custodian of those that cannot take part in the actual decision making because of their confinement to particular forms. How will that change reality? Only time will tell, because we in a way refuse to learn from history, so we haven't got a lot of information that we can call truth in terms of what the past is all about. We have to now learn as we go along. One must also understand that everything we know about food production in this world cannot be trusted, because the starting point in accumulating the knowledge and putting it into application, always in the background, in many cases secretly and through sources of corruption and greed, has manipulated information and knowledge towards the few to have power and profit, and the many to be blinded by beautiful stories and pictures and information manipulated through advertising. So all of that type of presentation, which is currently forming part of the human experience, that creates all kinds of fuzzy nice feelings within on which you base your decision making, all of that are in fact criminal in nature, as it deliberately misrepresent what is going on, and therefore the person making the decision on what's best for them and best for everyone else is influenced through a criminal deliberate misrepresentation. These actions will not be tolerated in any way whatsoever, because that is what has caused so many other forms of criminality, which in fact wasn't even the real criminals. They are just forced into these actions through the maladministration of information and knowledge in ways that isn't best for all, but to benefit just a few and the many secrets that existed. The existence of all secrets will end. There will be no secrets, because in a society where all participate in a way that is best for all, secrets are criminal, because that implies someone is being hurt by someone, and therefore it cannot be tolerated. And any society that accepts any form of secrets whatsoever are criminal in its starting point and its nature. And participants that defend these are in fact no different to criminals in a jail that try and dominate through forming gangs, and that through their gangsterism is harming others because they get a kick out of dominating others. That is all mental disorders that will be taken care of effectively in an equality system. There is much that can be learned from the past in terms of ways to live or ways to produce goods without harming either animal or plant to the degree where it is reduced to purely a substance that forms part of some profit-making enterprise. An enterprising human is in essence one that finds the point where all is served best, and that will become the actions of humans that will be praised, and for whom there will be recognition. That which definitively proven shows a result that is best for all in every way. And those people will become the leaders of an equal system. Anyone that gossip, that speak badly or harmful about a fellow human being and trying to manipulate them or reduce them or misdirect them from the point that is best for all will commit an act that is criminal in nature, and that is not serving life. Anything that do not serve life and work for the reverse of life is in fact, as the word says, evil, and will be dealt with accordingly, because within the context of what is best for all, there is no polarity, there is no opposite, there is no good or bad, there is only the tree of life. There is no tree of knowledge of good and evil, because it's not required. It is not functional. It has no purpose. It has no point but to reveal where there is mental disease that requires urgent attention. As you can notice now, is that most of the world is suffering from extreme forms of mental disorder that will take mankind to the brink of extinction. You can go there or you can stop. And if you stop, you can start to participate in creating a world that's best for all. If you are unable to stop, we understand. You are diseased. And when the time comes, we will assist as best we can. But at the end of the day, you will be placed in a position where you must be yourself responsible and prove that you have the ability to honor life, to be part of life. If you refuse to do such things, you will be incarcerated until the time you return to your source, which is the earth, dust to dust, as all things go. And then, as dust, you will no longer harm. And thus, life will be set free from that which has become the disease, that which has become the secret chatters in the back rooms of the mind that keeps on chatting back as if it knows what's best for all, when it is already proven throughout history that such a point has never been achieved in all memory of the human race. And therefore self-forgiveness becomes relevant, to forgive oneself for ever creating memories or participating in ways that has harmed life, and to bring forth a stable recognition and interaction within the physical, where oneself honestly consider and evaluate oneself whether you are working and acting and living within the context of what is best for all. If you are truly benevolent, truly divine, truly godly, which is what awaits those that embrace equality.